I mean, one thing that was complicated is that we met last week or the week before. Yeah, we didn't write this book sitting next to each other. We wrote it all through the internet, and through different languages because I would write to Sergio in French and he'd just write back and it was so, but but because it's all picture language and because it's so visual and because Sergio's work is so visual, there was an element of it that felt totally international that way. I'm not sure that I write so differently when I'm writing for kids, which I mean, the Toon books do, as not this one as much, but the other ones they're leveled readers, so there's a very specific vocabulary that can be used, and then there are some concepts that are maybe not totally appropriate to children, but Sergio and I are trying to do a second one of these lost books, and we're doing it on Paris. And I immediately was like, okay, well, we'll do the catacombs, and we'll explain how like the graves were overflowing and the bodies were rotting, and they really needed to move all the skeletons. And so I think like sometimes I need to be reined in a little bit about like, no, that might be scary.
When we began to talk, we make
Mm-hmm.
after we began to speak with the other children, and that's good, and it's a colloquial language. If you are a teacher, your language is different because you must talk to the students. And even if you are a teacher and you give a conference, this third language is also different because you talk to another auditory. That's the style. You must learn how to communicate, and with you communicate, and develop a way of drawing to tell what you want to tell. And that's really difficult to do. Arrive in this point in which really you can draw as you can talk. What is that? I want to say what's my favorite sandwich.
Okay.
No, it's a joke. No, it's a joke. It's a joke.
Sandwich. Okay.
Sandwich.
What is your favorite sandwich?
This is the most important question in this interview, you know.
Anchovies.
Anchovies that I prefer myself.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Homemade anchovies.
it's a recipe very good. And we put it with guacamole, red pepper, olive oil. Yes, and a bread who makes Lola herself, and it's very good. That's my favorite sandwich, and that's finished for me.
Yeah. I don't have anything as creative as that.